In this diagram, there are the 10 commandments, as mentioned, first commandment, second commandment, third commandment, and so on, up to the 10th. And so far, we found 5 of the commandments broken within the first 10 books of the Bible. For example, idolatry was the second commandment, and it was broken in the second book, Exodus. Blaspheming God's name was found in the third commandment, and it was broken in the third book, Leviticus, and so on. Commandment 4 was broken in the fourth book. Commandment 7 was broken in the seventh book, when Samson, for example, he went into a harlot. And Commandment 10 was broken in the 10th book, when David coveted after Bathsheba. He also committed adultery, but within the 10th book, he almost broke all the 10 commandments. He coveted after her. He took her from her husband. He stole her. He lied. He killed. He committed adultery, and so on. But this on this page, I'm looking at the second commandment broken in the second book, Exodus. So the second commandment, which is from Exodus 20, it says, "Thou shalt not make unto thee any graven image, or any likeness, or anything that is in heaven above, or that is in the earth beneath, or that is in the water under the earth. Thou shalt not bow down thyself to them, nor serve them, for I, the Lord thy God, am a jealous God, visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children, unto the third and fourth generation of them that hate me, and shewing mercy unto thousands of them that love me and keep my commandments." And it was broken in Exodus 32, the second book of the Bible. And when the people saw that Moses delayed to come down out of the mount, the people gathered themselves together unto Aaron, and said unto him, "Up, make us gods, which shall go before us. For as for this Moses, the man that brought us up out of the land of Egypt, we wot not what is become of him." And Aaron said unto them, "Break off the golden earrings which are in the ears of your wives and of your sons and of your daughters, and bring them unto me." And all the people brake off the golden earrings which were in their ears, and brought them unto Aaron. And he received them at their hand, and fashioned it with a graving tool, after he had made it a molten calf. And they said, "These be thy gods, O Israel, which brought thee up out of the land of Egypt." Now this is the third commandment broken in the third book. The third commandment says, "Thou shalt not take the name of the Lord thy God in vain, for the Lord will not hold him guiltless that taketh his name in vain." And Leviticus 24, the third book, from verse 10, it says, "And the son of an Israelitish woman, whose father was an Egyptian, went out among the children of Israel, and this son of the Israelitish woman and the men of Israel strove together in the camp. And the Israelitish woman's son blasphemed the name of the Lord and cursed. And they brought him unto Moses, and his mother's name was Shelomith, the daughter of Dibri, of the tribe of Dan. And they put him in ward, and that the mind of the Lord might be shewed them. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Bring forth him that hath cursed without the camp. And let all that heard him lay their hands upon his head, and let all the congregation stone him. And thou shalt speak unto the children of Israel, saying, Whosoever curseth his God shall bear his sin. And he that blasphemeth the name of the Lord, he shall surely be put to death, and all the congregation shall certainly stone him, as well as the stranger, as he that is born in the land. When he blasphemeth the name of the Lord, shall be put to death. And the fourth commandment is broken in the fourth book. The fourth commandment is, remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy. 6 days shalt thou labor and do all thy work. But the seventh day is the Sabbath of the Lord thy God. In it thou shalt not do any work, thou, nor thy son, nor thy daughter, thy manservant, nor thy maidservant, nor thy cattle, nor thy stranger that is within thy gates. For in 6 days the Lord made heaven and earth, the sea, and all that is, and all that in them is, and rested the seventh day. Wherefore the Lord blessed the Sabbath day and hallowed it. And while the children of Israel were in the wilderness, they found a man that gathered sticks upon the Sabbath day. And they that found him gathering sticks brought him unto Moses and Aaron and unto all the congregation. And they put him in ward, because it was not declared what should be done to him. And the Lord said unto Moses, The man shall certainly